So we'll go down the list of coaches that have been fired during the season. We had the Titans coach, Coach Callahan was fired. We also had Coach Dable fired from the Giants during the season. And then at the end of the year, we had Pete Carroll from the Raiders, Stefanski from the Browns, Gannon from the Cardinals. And then the Falcons ended up firing Morris. Even though they finished strong, they still ended up parting ways with him and the general manager. So the Falcons ended up winning their game against the Saints, helping the Panthers go on to win the division. Saints needed the Saints to win in order for the Bucks to advance, which that didn't happen. So Atlanta beats the Saints. And then after the game, Coach Morris is let go of his duties as well as the GM. So that's kind of how that went down. I think the Titans, it was kind of the writing was kind of on the wall with that one, getting a fresh quarterback in. They weren't playing well at all. They weren't even really competitive. So seeing that coach get fired, Pete Carroll was a little bit of a surprise to me since it was just his first year. Usually he's starting with nothing. You got a rookie running back. You're bringing in a quarterback that he's coached in the past with Geno. But, they're still getting, used to a new system. Stefanski with the Browns, I think everyone kind of had an idea he was going to get fired. They're doing the quarterback carousel. They can't hold on to a quarterback. And then Gannon with the Cardinals was a little bit of a surprise for me because I thought maybe if they parted ways with Kyler Murray because he inherited Kyler Murray, maybe they let him get his own quarterback and see how that goes for a couple years. So the Cardinals firing Coach Gannon was a little bit of a surprise to me. So out of the coaches that have gotten fired, who was a little bit of a surprise to you, and how do you think these teams will go forward with what kind of coach that they bring in for their franchise?
So there's a lot going on with the Falcons right now. But yeah. Raheem Morris was a surprise.
Yeah.
The way they finished out the season, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
He had the player support from what I'm hearing, but they got Matt Ryan coming in to be their senior exec VP or GM, whatever they're going to do with him.
Okay.
So it might just be a whole overhaul with him. But yeah. Raheem Morris was that was an unnecessary one for me. I felt like he should have got another chance, especially the way they finished out.
Yeah.
As far as Pete Carroll, I think in this new aging game with these players, the current systems, I just don't think he's a good fit in the NFL. Same thing with Belichick.
It's too old.
It's
at this
just
point.
Not meant for them. Yeah. They just don't. They're not built for this current league. You know, so I'm not surprised by that one. But the Raiders have a whole lot more problems. It's not just personnel.
I think Brady's gonna fuck around and come back out just so they can get some wins.
I mean, if they think drafting a fucking quarterback is going to change that situation, out of your mind. You're gonna fucking put Mendoza. You're gonna put fucking Pavia. Whoever you draft, them motherfuckers are gonna be terrible, regardless with that personnel.
Yeah,
you got Brock a stud in Brock Bowers.
Yeah,
but I mean, like, you're just not gonna get anywhere. And I think Genty could be actually better.
Yeah,
but you don't have the line and the personnel. On both sides of the ball.
So do you think
isn't really?
Do you think they got to just tear down the whole thing and trade Crosby for some draft picks and then kind of start from there, or do you think they can build it with what they got right now?
I mean, if you could lure some fucking free agents, which is going to be hard thing to do, even though you're in state stats free Vegas, in Vegas of all places. If you can't lure no fucking free agents, you're in bad luck.
Yeah.
If you're just having to build off the draft.
Yeah.
And so this shit is doomed for years. I don't care who the fuck they draft.
Yeah. They kind of did Antonio Pierce. He kind of got a raw deal too because he never really had a quarterback to play with there. Or a good running back for that matter. So they kind of gave him a raw.
And he had. If you got team players that have this, you got the support of the team. Like, you got to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
Same thing in the Falcons situation.
Yeah, I agree.
They wanted Raheem Morris back. So if you got the support of the team, listen to that shit. Stop being too fucking smart for your own good. You don't play shit.
And so staying on the Raiders topic, do you think they should go after like a defensive specialist coach, like a defensive coordinator or an offensive coordinator? Do you think they should go after a coach that's already laid off, or do you think they should try to look for somebody new? What direction do you think the Raiders should go in at this point with their franchise?
So the strong point of that team is the offense as far as what they have in Bowers and Jonty. Build off of that shit. Make sure your line is secure, and then you get the secondary pieces you need on the defense.
Yeah.
If you can keep Crosby.
Yeah.
I think he wants out of there. But if you can keep that, just center around that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you only need a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
But the O-line is the main thing, man. Keep your quarterback clean. Get some blocking for your running backs. Bowers is a fucking stud. We know that shit.
Yeah.
I agree. Focus on what you got.
I think it's really going to come down to coaching, how the coach can motivate and get them. It's always about getting the most out of the talent that you have. And I feel like if they want to go a route where nobody knows the coach, I think that's a great idea. If it's a good OC, maybe like someone from the Rams coaching tree, because they're pretty successful. The Bucks had a couple good success. Like they had the head coach of the Jags used to be the OC for the Bucks. So I mean, I think you just got to look at some different teams, and then also how they can work with the talent that you have, and then how long it's going to take to build up your roster at the same time.
Look at the Texans as far as D'Amico Ryan's a young guy as a head coach.
Yeah.
But he had, you know what I'm saying? He has everybody's ear.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to fit in with the times. And I mean, like a Pete Carroll for the Raiders, it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
So this is my dad watched this guy.
Yeah.
Like my dad was a USC fan when he was coaching Reggie. So I think, but would you think Raheem Morris would be a good fit with their program, or do you think they should go like a fresh coach, never been a head coach? What do you think?
I think Raheem Morris would be a good selection there with the pieces they have in place. Okay. I think he would be able to be build around that.
Yeah.
But as a black coach, I hate to say you don't necessarily get the same opportunities right around the corner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, but that's why I was surprised the Falcons brought him back too, because that was like his second run with the Falcons. I think he had head coach.
Another good candidate would be Van Jones. I think he would be.
Who's he? Tell me about him.
From the Broncos, the defensive coordinator.
Oh, Vance Joseph. Okay.
Vance Joseph. Okay, so
Vance
he
Joseph?
would be a good selection because. Yeah, I think he would be a good selection as far as having to show what he needed to on defense, getting the right personnel, because I think they have the right personnel as far as offense. Yeah. I don't think Geno Smith is that damn terrible.
Yeah, he fell off bad.
I mean, but I don't think he's that damn terrible without having the right things in place as far as protection.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they need to waste the first pick on none of the quarterbacks coming out this year either.
Yeah. Okay. And then so we went over the coaches that were fired. Are there any coaches that still have jobs that you're surprised by or that you thought were going to be fired?
My most surprised, probably John Harbaugh. I think they need a voice there.
I think it needs a change.
I think he needs to go.
Yeah.
He needs to go.
Yeah, I agree.
He just did a bad job at managing that team. I mean, I know it comes down to coordinators and coaching as well on both sides of the ball. You let your coordinators do their thing, but you're still the overall manager of this shit.
Yeah.
He got to go, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he got to go. With that team, I'm not saying I don't even think Zay Flowers is a true number one receiver.
Yeah.
But I mean, with Derrick Henry able to run for fucking 200 yards a game, Lamar Jackson, even at his minimal level this year, you saw what he was able to do in this last game.
Right.
Harbaugh got to go. Like, I just think he did a bad job at managing in that situation.
Yeah.
I was happy about Stefanski as well. You give fucking Shador the wrong goddamn wristband. He should have been fired that week, homie.
That wristband ain't gonna stop that motherfucker from throwing 55% completions like that.
Yeah, but I mean, you should have been going. He should have been going that. He should have been going that week for that shit, man. When have you ever heard of some stuff like that?
That's not gonna stop him from running 10 yards backwards. I mean, what's that?
Nah, Stefanski should have been going. He should have been going that week when that happened. And I'm not even saying, Shador ain't necessarily, he got more interceptions than touchdowns.
Yeah.
But you do some shit like that, you should have been going that week.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought up the Browns, though, because they do have a good defensive coordinator in Coach Schwartz. He used to be a head coach of the Lions years ago. He kind of got their franchise re-going again for a little bit. Do you think he might get an interview anywhere, with that type of defense and having to basically carry the whole team every game, on the defense's shoulders? Do you think he gets an interview anywhere?
I don't think he's going to get a shot this year.
Okay.
Another year, yes. If they're consistent back-to-back years as far as their defense, I mean, they had some pretty good games the last couple weeks, closing out on the 2-victory ride, even against that defense against the Bengals, which has a strong-ass offense. And, they were a healthy offense with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow back, and they still did a good job. Yeah. So you give him one more season of that, he's going to be probably the next kind of coach that the Bears got.
Yeah, and I feel like the Browns, you got the Jenkins kid, I think his name is, or Judkins, the running back that came off a suspension they drafted him. That was a good pickup. If they plan on bringing Deshaun Watson back this whole time, I don't see why you draft 2 quarterbacks or why they even drafted a quarterback.
I don't see them draft. I don't see them drafting the quarterback with what they got to pay Deshaun Watson.
Well, I was saying, if you plan on bringing them back, why did they even draft 2 quarterbacks? Was my point. It's like, why would you draft Dylan Gabriel and then Shador, but then you're still planning on bringing Watson back when you could have just grabbed like a Jacoby Brissett, like a gap year kind of guy. You know what I mean? As a starter.
So you got the salary cap hit. That's why they brought him back.
Yeah.
And I mean, you got to see what you got in them next season. Yeah. So I mean, Gabriel, Shador, they're not going to get a chance next year. Like you got to see what you got in Deshaun Watson. He's better than both of them. He's proven that already.
Yeah, I think he's finally again. Hopefully this year, like being away from the game, being away from the media, and all of the criticism and the emojis. And you know what I mean? Hopefully this can like reset him. I think he's got like engaged. So hopefully this is like a good resetting point. And maybe he can play a little bit up to what that contract was. Because right now it's like one of the worst trades ever. So
and another thing, like he's mentored both of the quarterbacks that are in that stable right now.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's obviously the better talent based on what we've seen from him in the league already with Houston. But you got to have the right personnel too. I mean, Jerry Jeudy, he's a jag, just like Steve Smith said. You're a nobody for number one. Like the Broncos got rid of you for a reason, jackass. Like you're not that guy.
Yeah,
I saw that shit he did yesterday, short arming and all that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, like you're just not that guy, dude. You're not that guy.
All right, let's flip over now. So that was some of the coaches. Those are the coaches that got fired. We'll see if anything comes down the pipeline in the next month or so. But let's switch over now to the playoff seedings and the games coming up. So we have your Broncos got the 1 seed. Good job. Broncos got the 1 seed.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how impressed you were with them playing the Chargers backups, but they got the 1 seed.
We really going there? I mean, just because of Derwin. Just because of Derwin and
man.
Everybody else played but Derwin.
Our sack leader didn't play. Khalil Mack didn't play. A lot of we had our secondary out there, but our linebackers weren't out there playing. But you guys got
y'all should have been playing. Y'all should have been playing for positioning too. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? We play for positioning.
Hey,
I don't want to hear that
Trey
shit.
Lance.
The Eagles did that. Hey. The Eagles did that shit.
After seeing how bad Trey Lance is, I'll take Herbert with 2 broken legs over that fool. So that guy is bad. All right. So AFC, this is what we got coming up for the games. We have Texans at Steelers. At Steelers. Houston is giving up 3 points, so they're the favorites, -3. Bills at Jags. Bills are -1.5 at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's a hot club right now. I don't know if I would take the Bills covering that. I would take the over possibly because I don't see a lot of defense in that game. Chargers at Patriots Sunday night. New England is the favorite, -3.5. In the NFC, we have the Seahawks we mentioned with the bye week. And then the Saturday game is Rams at Panthers. Rams are -10.5 on the road in the playoffs. So they're -10.5. I might take them to cover. And then we got the Niners at Eagles, -4.5 is the Eagles. And then Packers on Saturday at the Bears. Bears are -1.5, so that's almost like a coin toss game. What game are you liking? What games are you like? So Texans, Steelers, who do you like in this game?
Definitely the Texans, even with DK being able to come back. I feel like the Texans are a better team. Mm-hmm. Defensively, they'll be able to do what Jacksonville wasn't able to do. So I would pick the Texans in that game easily.
Okay.
Even with DK coming back.
I'm with the Texans in that one also.
You put Stingley on Metcalf, it's a wrap.
Yeah. If the Texans can score 20 points, they win that game for sure. Bills at Jags. Who do you like in this one?
It's hard for me to go against the Jags right now. It's hard for me to. Emotionally, based on the historics with Josh Allen, you kind of want to be like, okay, he's been down this road before, and Trevor Lawrence hasn't necessarily been the big game guy, other than, what they had this regular season. I know they beat your Chargers a couple years ago in the first round.
They smashed us this year, too.
Yeah. But I'm just like, I don't know if that's – I mean, they're peaking at the right time. I give them that. But
they are.
I mean, you got to go you got to think Josh Allen with his his history. But I mean, I guess I will go with I'll go with the under on this one. As far as I think the Jags are this is their season. They showed a lot to me this year.
You're going with Jacksonville?
They showed a lot to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville won. I don't really understand why a lot of the mainstream media is saying that this is Josh Allen's year when his defense isn't that good. He has no receivers. So everyone's putting on him like this is his year to get to the Super Bowl when I don't even feel like he has the best team in the AFC. But I think based off of experience and just seeing more of them in the playoffs, I would go with the Bills. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jacksonville does win. So I'm going to go with the Bills.
I mean, Jags.
Yeah.
Okay. You got Bills.
I got Bills. You got the Jags, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Chargers at Patriots, the Sunday night game. Chargers are coming in, obviously, fresh off of their resting players. Hopefully Herbert got to, rest a broken hand a little bit. Patriots aren't that strong they don't have that strong of a defensive line. They do spread the ball around. I think the running game is what, as a Charger fan, is what worries me the most. They do have that dual threat of the running backs. So no matter what game it is, I'm going with the Chargers anytime. And this is the kind of the game I wanted to see just because of the media hype with the Patriots and the fact that they only play like two teams with winning records. So I would wish to see them fully healthy with the fully healthy O-line and two of our tackles. But I'll take this game because I just want to see how good the Patriots really are against our team. And I want to see how we can perform making the playoffs 2 years in a row now, hopefully getting over the hump. Who do you like in this? I'm going Chargers. Who do you like, B. Livity?
I mean, Drake May, he's going to have a chance to finally prove his supposed MVP hype, which I think is ridiculous based on who they played this year.
Exactly.
Fuck, I hate this.
They lost to the Raiders. Like, come on, man. You lost to the Raiders.
I hate to say this shit, man, because this goes against everything in my absolute soul.
Chargers?
Yeah, I think the Chargers.
Yeah! And then guess what? That would set us, if the Chargers do win that game, they would go to Denver. And we got to swing that if we can somehow, some way. We got to try to get to Denver and watch that game somehow, some way. We got to try to make it happen. So I think the highest left seed would go to Denver. So if we were to win, if the Chargers were to win, they would go to Denver and play Denver in the playoffs, which would be awesome to go see live.
So I thought the Broncos would be in line to play the winner of the Texans game. That's what I thought.
You could be right also on that one, but if it's highest seed left, then it would be the Chargers. But you could be right with that Texans one too. So we'll have to double back on that one. Okay, those are our AFC predictions. Next up, we're going to go over the NFC games. First game is we have the Rams at Panthers, like I was saying, -10.5. 49ers at Eagles. Packers at Bears. The Rams-Panthers game, I'm going to go with the Rams. Not a lot to say in that one. I know the Rams did lose to them earlier in the year, but I feel like they're gonna pull through with this one. They're all obviously Super Bowl favorites. Who do you like in this game, B. Livity?
I mean, I feel like as strong as people favorite the Rams, they've disappointed in a lot of games this year. Like you said, they lost to the Panthers earlier this year, but they will have what's up, boy? I can't think of not the
Devontae Adams,
the other one that's coming back. Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
He'll be coming back for this game. I think they'll be ready to go. So yeah, I'll give it to the Rams.
Okay. Niners at Eagles. I think after watching it, kind of how the Niners got ran on by the Seahawks, I think that's going to be the Eagles' game plan. There's a lot of Barkley going to Hurts whenever they kind of need a good throw or a clutch pass. I like the Eagles in this game as well. Who do you like in this one, B. Livity?
I don't trust the Eagles this season, man.
Wow, really? But to the Niners?
I mean, with the talent they have on offense, they just haven't done it all year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been inconsistent as hell. Their defense been inconsistent. The line on both sides of scrimmage. I kind of want to give it to the Eagles, but I'm just like, I don't know. You
Okay.
don't know what team is going to show up with the Eagles. I mean, I don't know if especially if N'Kobe's not playing.
Yeah.
If N'Kobe's out, I think that opens up a lot for the 49ers.
Okay. So who do you like in the
So
game
I'm gonna
then?
pick them. I'm gonna pick them. I'm gonna pick the 49ers in the upset. But don't kick
Wow.
me.
Okay.
Don't kick me in the ass for this one
All
because
right.
it's just a gut feeling.
Sometimes you gotta go. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta go with the gut, like you said. Fuck the analytics. It's all about the gut check. So you gotta go with the gut. Packers at Bears. I think they split their regular season. I think they split their 2 games in the regular season. Packers obviously got Micah out. They did just pick up Trayvon Diggs from the Cowboys because he got waived. I don't trust, and just like you don't trust the Eagles, I don't trust Caleb Williams. And I feel like if you shut down their run game and you make this guy have to play quarterback, kind of like with Purdy, I think he's going to panic. He's an emotional kind of guy. I'm going with the Packers at the Bears on this one. Who do you like?
So we haven't seen the Packers at full strength in a couple of weeks. I don't know what Jordan Love's situation is right now. Man, this is probably the toughest one this week for me. I like what the Bears showed yesterday against the fucking Lions, coming back from 2 touchdowns down. I'm gonna go with the Bears. I'm gonna go with the Bears on this one.
I like that. I like how we're kind of split on this one because we've been kind of agreeing on a lot of games. So
we need some controversy on that shit.
we're not a debate show, but we don't have to like everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
AFC, we'll recap. We both like the Texans over the Steelers. We're both split on the Bills and Jags. You like the Jags. I'm going with the Bills. We both like the Los Angeles Chargers at New England. I think back to that game really quick. I like the fact that they put us at 5:00 and not at the 10 a.m. window. They actually gave us a little bit of time, you know what I mean, with the whole West Coast, East Coast differential. So I like the fact they put us late. I do like that. And then we're both in agreement with the Rams being the Panthers. We're split on the Eagles-Niners game. You like the Niners. I like the Eagles. And then we're split on the Packers and Bears game. You're going to go Bears. I'm going to go Packers. I think these are all set up to be really good games. I really do. I'm looking forward to watching them. So it's going to be a great one. They got the 2 NFC games on Saturday. That's going to be the Rams and Panthers. And then it's also Packers and Bears. So those are what we have looking forward to on Saturday. Later in this week, we'll do our college football preview for the Final Four, go over our opinions on who we think is going to win on those. And then we'll have some other topics to go over as well. And then always our juiced takes. So I hope you guys enjoyed our NFL special episode of Juiced Up the Hard Way. I'm Jake Juiced Up Accardo. This is Bee LIVITY from the podcast 3 The Hard Way. Please subscribe, please like, and continue to follow the content. Everyone have a good night.
Deuces.
Doses.